Much motions on that right side.
Faster.
Bro, this looks spooky as.
Guys, your thing's going faster.
Wind speed. On March 5th, 2026, a slam dunk of a tornado setup was in play for the Texas Panhandle into extreme western Oklahoma. This included a 10% tornado risk from both the Storm Prediction Center and NATOcast. We would make our way from Albuquerque to the Amarillo Buc-ee's to get some beaver nuggets, and then we would wait. We waited and waited and waited. It took forever to storms to initiate. Now, we knew the initiation time was up in the air, but I did not expect it to be that late in the evening. We were not on storms until about 6, and these were towers that kept dissipating within like 15 minutes. Eventually, after deliberating for a long time with the various blips around the Childress, Texas area, we decided that we would go for the Turkey, Texas supercell. It was the first one to gain a hail core on it. By this point, it was already 7 p.m., the sun beginning to set. All of us ants here on the map raced towards the supercell.
Golden brown, fine a temptress. Through the ages, she's heading west. From far away, stays for a day. Never a frown with golden brown.
We watched this storm as it made its eastern descent into the darkness. There were a few times in which this storm looked like it wanted to give it the run of producing a tornado. With the sun gone, we had to rely on purely the lightning flashes from this storm to see anything that was going on. This was my first time properly night chasing, not just watching storms at night, but actually looking for a tornado with each lightning flash. Each time the light flickered, the storm looked different, and each time it looked like it was a little bit closer to producing. And it did this over and over and over again. Just stand there. Lightning flash. Oh yeah, you're right. It flashes. Look at the left side. You'll see, because we're by Memphis. After we made it to Memphis, Texas, we decided to call it quits. The storm wasn't over by any means, but it was starting to drift into Oklahoma, and we had a long drive home ahead of us. Leaving the storm was a terrible idea. With a storm 30 minutes in our rearview mirror, it produced a cone tornado. Now, was it the greatest thing we've ever seen? No. But would it have gotten us on the board for 2026 on our first chase? That it would have. Now, it was not what we wanted from that chase. Initiation just took way too long, and by the time it was already too late. Going into night, we have work in the morning, kind of thing. And, it's a long drive back to Albuquerque from Memphis, Texas. But, we live to fight another day, and that next day would come in April. So it was a long time between chases, but you will see how that April chase went here in the next episode of Chasin Winds and Warnings.